I'm Sharon Kedar. I am co-founder of Northpond Ventures.
I'm Mike Rubin, founder and CEO of Northpond Ventures.
My name is Dan Wiegand, N+1 Biosciences.
I'm Wesley Wong. I'm an associate faculty member here at the Wyss Institute.
My name is Elena De Puig. I'm a postdoc in Jim Collins' lab.
If I could reimagine the world,
I would imagine a world with no disease.
I would love to promote greater collaboration.
Unprecedented ability to manufacture important therapeutics that not only treat rare diseases, but common diseases that affect folks on a global scale.
It would look like a world where patients can get treated for a disease without having side effects.
Northpond Ventures is reimagining the relationship between academia and venture capital by recognizing that we need to go earlier to have the most impact. And what I mean by that is the word co-creation. So together we are building companies.
The vision of the Northpond Wyss partnership was to be a true collaboration where every step of the way, from the initial conception of the project to the point in time that we start a company and beyond, both the Wyss and Northpond are working hand in hand.
Many people in academia have not started companies, and it's important to meet them early and provide the support because so many companies fail. And so if we can start earlier, we can help to reimagine impact in a greater fashion.
Oligonucleotides, think about the DNA and RNA in your body. There's all the instructions on how to live. So an oligo is just a very short version of that. But what they can be used for is precision medicine. It's a short text message to your cells saying, change this thing, and then that helps from a more therapeutic standpoint. But the bottleneck is accessing these oligos at scales, at purities, with all the specific features that are necessary to treat a disease or work a part of a diagnostic tool. So that's where the inception of enzymatically making these things, again, with the idea of using not harsh chemicals or solvents to do it, but using water and using tools from nature to build these oligonucleotides, which are so important to so many people.
One of the key ideas of the field of structural DNA nanotechnology is to use DNA as a programmable material. And so for a DNA nanoswitch, we start with a strand of DNA. It has a very specific sequence on it. And we use this as a programmable scaffold to allow us to put molecules that we care about at specific locations and at specific distances. This allows us to test, for example, multiple proteins that we might care about in a specific pathway to see how they interact and how that interaction changes in the presence of potential therapeutic compounds. And so in this way, we can actually screen for potential therapeutics in order to find the ones that give us the combination of bound proteins that we're looking for. I'm very excited about impact, and that's one of the things that I'm really loved partnering with Northpond Labs on. We've been able to not only develop our nanoswitch therapeutics platform, but also kind of point it at a number of different examples: autoimmune, theories of cancer. We've also been looking at compounds that can modulate diabetes and obesity. And so I really feel like the impact really could be enormous.
What we are working on in AminoX is exactly in trying to provide therapies for cancer patients that are more effective and that also reduce the adverse events. Many proteins can be very similar regardless of if they are in the tumor or if it's a twin of this protein that's in healthy tissues. What we are doing with our project with Northpond is that we invented a way to supercharge proteins with warheads that can distinguish specific amino acids of the target protein. And this allows us to distinguish between proteins that could be twins so that we can make the therapy that goes after the tumor specifically without affecting healthy tissues. The collaboration with Northpond is going to help us develop the technology in the way that is much more effective so that we can deliver it to patients and have much more impact.
I graduated college when I was 20, and I remember who supported supported me. And if you think about where a relationship starts, when you work with our colleagues at the Wyss and in the academic partnership, there's just no replacing being there early on. And so we're working on earning that trust. And I think it's a really special and important responsibility for us.
Collaborations like the one between Wyss and Northpond kind of show that it doesn't really have to be an either-or type of thing, but that we can really take the best in academia and the best in industry in order to really solve important challenges for the world and to really have an impact.
You could have the best technology out there, like totally game-changing, but if you don't have the team behind that, you have nothing. It's so incredibly important. So we're just so incredibly lucky to have the folks at Northpond and the Wyss Institute.
I had wished I would have had exposures and opportunities that we are now providing to people.
The Wyss is such a special place, and we are thrilled to be partners, and together I think we'll do great things.